AEM 21-8219DC and 21-8219DP air intake systems are engineered to add horsepower and reduce restriction compared to OEM air intakes, and they come with a lifetime limited warranty. AEM intakes utilize a reusable dry flow air filter. These oil-free filters are durable and very easy to clean. AEM 21-8219DC and 21-8219DP air intake systems fit several Chrysler 300C, Dodge Magnum, and Dodge Charger models with 6.1-liter Hemi engine. Specific model information can be found on the AEM website or catalog. These air intake systems are 50-state street legal for some vehicles, but not legal for highway use on other vehicles in California and other states adopting California emission standards. This installation video is for a 2007 Chrysler 300C on which the air intake system is 50-state street legal. To determine a specific vehicle's CARB status for an intake, go to aemintakes.com or the AEM catalog to search by vehicle. Here's a comparison of the sound of a Chrysler 300C on the dyno with the stock OEM system versus AEM's air intake. AEM cold air intakes come with detailed instructions that include pictures and diagrams. AEM intakes are engineered for specific vehicles to produce a safe horsepower increase. The tools needed for this install are shown. Make sure vehicle is parked on a level surface. Next, set the parking brake. If engine is run in the past 2 hours, let it cool down. Disconnect negative battery terminal. Do not discard stock components after removal of the factory system. This is the stock intake system installed. Loosen the throttle body hose clamp. Disconnect the inlet air temperature sensor by first pulling the tab away from the sensor, then push in on the clip to disconnect. Remove the sensor from the inlet tube by gently pulling away from the tube. Loosen the inlet tube hose clamp and remove the inlet tube. Disconnect the crankcase breather tube at the intake manifold. Loosen and remove the airbox mounting bolt. Remove the airbox by pulling straight up. Loosen and remove the nut to remove the bracket, then reinstall the nut. When installing the intake system, do not completely tighten the hose clamps or mounting hardware until instructed to do so. Attach the rubber edge trim to the inlet pipe opening on the heat shield. Trim any excess. Attach the foam gasket onto the top of the heat shield. Trim any excess. Insert the heat shield as shown. The vertical tab slides into the coolant reservoir. The bottom tab slides underneath the coolant and vacuum lines. Insert the push-in clip on the heat shield base to secure. Secure the remaining tab with the factory screw. Insert the rubber mount as shown. Secure the rubber mount with the M8 washer and nut. Insert the inlet air temperature sensor into the coupler. Be careful not to damage the sensor. Attach the smaller end of the coupler to the throttle body and secure with provided hose clamp. Reconnect the inlet air temperature sensor wire harness connector and lock in place. Insert inlet pipe as shown. Align the bracket to the rubber mount. Push the air horn into the filter element, then tighten the hose clamp. Attach the coupler and hose clamps, then secure. Install the air filter assembly. Secure it with hose clamps. Attach the new crankcase breather hose to the inlet pipe. Tighten provided hose clamp to secure. Connect the new crankcase breather hose to the intake manifold. Position the inlet pipes for the best fitment. Be sure that the pipes or any other components do not contact any part of the vehicle. Tighten the rubber mount, all bolts, and hose clamps. Check for proper hood clearance. Readjust pipes if necessary and retighten them. Inspect the engine bay for any loose tools and check that all fasteners that were moved or removed are properly tightened. Reconnect negative battery terminals and start engine. Let the vehicle idle for 3 minutes. Perform a final inspection before driving the vehicle. The CARB exemption sticker included with the intake must be visible under the hood so that an emissions inspector can see it when the vehicle is required to be tested for emissions. It will be necessary to check AEM intakes periodically for realignment, clearance, and tightening of all connections. Failure to follow the above instructions or proper maintenance may void warranty. Go to AEMintakes.com to find products, download installation instructions, view dyno charts showing estimated horsepower gains, and for other product details.